Hey guys, it is John C. Morley here, sir, entrepreneur. Welcome to IFYL, Inspiration for Your Life. If you're new to our show, grab your smartphone, launch that camera app, point it over to the QR code on the screen on the right hand side. And once you do that, you're going to see there in a second, you should see the QR code, and then you'll be able to click on the yellow oval. And in just a second, that'll take you over my link to lots of great information. Help keep our content free. John's Daily National Day video, JCM Academy TikTok, John C. Morley's recent articles, John C. Morley's Serial Entrepreneur YouTube channel, and Inspirations for Your Life. And there's so much more. So definitely check that out, everyone. We have a brand new master topic. We start every Saturday with a brand new master topic, and we roll the way through the week, and we end on Friday. So you really have something great coming up tonight and for the rest of this week. So I want to thank you guys for tuning into my show, and hopefully that inspires you to become a better version of yourself. So let's thank the people that have been here with us for so long. Those people have been with us for close to almost a year. Next year is going to mark a year, this next month, I should say, that we are on the air with IFYL. And we're going to have a birthday cake. So I'm really excited about that. So thank you very much. And I hope some of the new people will become loyal, just like all of you have been for so very long. Let's get right into the master topic, shall we? How to create more confidence. So how do you create more confidence? I mean, I think that might be be interesting, right? But I think the real question is that I'd like to share with you guys is not how to create, but how to become more confident. Okay, how to become more confident. And why do I say that, ladies and gentlemen? How to become more confident? Because that's the magic sauce. How to become more confident. So you might do things in your life, and you might say, "Gee, John, I can't do this, or I can't do that." So the first thing you have to recognize is that you have more power than you think. That's the first thing I want to share with you, right off the bat. So there are two important quotes that I want to share with you. The moment you doubt whether you can fly, you cease forever to be able to do it. J.M. Barrie. And another quote I want to share with you tonight. I am not afraid of storms, for I am learning how to sail my ship. Now that might sound kind of crazy, but the truth of the matter is, and that's by Louise May Alcott, people get stuck in their heads with what things are supposed to be or what they're not supposed to be. And so, like that one quote said, when we believe that we are a certain way, well, then we're going to be that way, whether we like it or we don't like it. And so how do you get more confident? So let's say you want to speak before a group of people, and public speaking petrifies you. So one thing you could do is make sure that you have a theme to what your talk is going to be about. You've practiced the time, you know what it's going to take. So that's one thing. But now let's say you got past all the speech basics, and now you're ready to get in front of the crowd, and you just get all nervous. So one thing you can do when you're in that room is realize that every single person in that room has had a similar experience. Maybe the same level as you, maybe less, maybe more, but they've all had some kind of time in their life where they've been uncomfortable. So if we're not uncomfortable, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We're never going to grow. We're never going to grow if we're not uncomfortable. So then why does that have to happen? If we're uncomfortable, it should cause us to dig deep into our mind to figure out what's going to get us to do something to change. So that being uncomfortable is a state that our body puts us in. And you can look at that as something negative, but it really isn't. It's actually our body saying, hey, you, wake up. There are lots of things, it's going to give us a little more air here, lots of things that you guys can actually do. And you have more power than you think. So, thinking about being confident, confidence is a state of mind. All right. And no one has the right to take away anything from you, especially confidence. So you get confident by doing something over and over again, right? Let's say you were doing an experiment and you were nervous about presenting it. So you could practice it over and over again until you got so self assured that it was going to work perfectly. So you built confidence. Confidence also means that you are able to adapt to a situation. Now, you might say to me, John, hey, I understand what's going on, but what if they throw me a curveball? What if the manager says this? What if the CEO says this? Or what if this comes out of my client's mouth? Being able to prepare for every situation is not easy. But one thing I want to share with you is to handle everything with patience and grace. P&G, patience and grace. So when you have patience, okay, that is a key of showing other people that you have confidence in yourself. So when you have the grace, that's having that suave, that smoothness, right? Now, I'm not saying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying that when you show patience and have the notion, okay, of doing this in that way. So having patience, right? And when you show patience over and over again, the person like realizes that you're strong. You're strong. Patience. Maybe someone's there and they're not expecting you. So when you can take that ownership, okay, of being very patient and doing it in a graceful manner, it's not going to raise a lot of eyebrows. It's going to get people to just pay attention to you, which is actually what you want. You don't want distraction. See, I think the reason that most people get distracted is because of this inner voice or because, they're worried about what the other person says. Give the best presentation you can give. Listen, eye contact, right? But the reason people get, how can I say, less confident, because maybe their friend said something or their colleague said something. If you approach every situation with being very patient and very graceful, you're going to command the room in a very unique manner. You see, people that try to control the room and yell and scream and, get all frustrated and agitated, these people lack confidence. And it shows right through them because they're not able to act in a manner that's not going to upset the apple cart. When you do things to upset the apple cart, that tells other people that you're not confident, that, oh my gosh, you better do this now. Like, you better, no. And so the more that you are doing this in a very peaceful and graceful manner, a very patient, I should say, and graceful manner, peaceful too, but patient and graceful is what we want. People see this. And when they see this, they're like, oh boy, he's got his stuff together. Like, What am I supposed to do? You can actually get the floor back by just being patient and graceful. And when you know that you're connecting with people, your level of confidence goes up. So when you're very confident, sometimes makes other people not confident because they don't have a leg to stand on. Maybe negotiating, uh, maybe it's in some other capacity. They feel threatened, and they shouldn't, but they're just jealous or envious that you kind of have your stuff together and you know what you're doing. And so they're trying to get you to trip or to falter because they don't like how smooth and how patient and graceful you are. So they try to throw you some curves. And when they happen, something very simple you can say to the person if they ask you a question you don't know, Michael, that is a great question. And to be completely honest with you, um, I don't have information to give statistics on that. And I'd be happy if you would allow me just a day or so, and I'll compile that and get back to you because I don't want to just spit things out of my mouth. I want to make sure that I have logic that can back that up. Would that be okay? What are they going to do? I mean, you just asked in such a nice manner. Or maybe you're at a presentation. The person says, well, I want pricing for 1 million units. And if you don't give me the 1 million unit pricing, then we're going to go somewhere else. And you can come up with something and say, Greg, I understand how important your need is to wanting a price for 1 million units. And I hope you can understand that our relationship means more to me than just spitting off a number because any vendor can do that. What I'm going to do, if you allow me, is to go back to the office and put together a quote for 1 million and 2 million and see how we can factor and scale this so it actually will cost you less money without you having to be worried about a daily budget. Instead, we can set a quarterly or yearly budget of units, and this way you'll still get that same price. So if you allow me just that day or two, I know that I can put some numbers together that are going to not only knock your socks off, they're going to really show you that the bottom line has a lot of profit in it for you. What are they going to do? Say no? Probably not. All right, let's say you're in a heated debate with somebody, and now they give you this clencher like, yeah, well, we need the answer. And you could just say to them, we've been doing this for over 20, 25 years. And obviously, your company has a large respect for us because we've been doing business with you for over 5 years. And as much as we want to earn your business again, 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 I don't want to just spit something out just to give you an answer. And I hope you and the rest of the board members understand that. Thus, we had no idea that you were going to be going down the hydraulic path when we originally talked about doing it through just electrical pumps. You get the idea? And so when they get this, they're like, so I know that, when you guys do stuff in your industry and, you make things every day for people, what would happen if a client came to you and said that they suddenly want to retool the way the part is made? Could you just do that like that? Well, of course not. It would take us days and weeks. Exactly. We're just asking for 24 to 48 hours because this was not something that we discussed in the pre-meeting. And the guy that's trying to make you look like a jerk is either going to shut up, or if he opens his mouth more, it will be shut for him by another team or board member. Because when you emphasize the fact that you're doing things for 3 wins, the salesperson, right? The company and the client, how can someone rip you something over that? They can't. They may say they want to, but they're never going to throw you under the bus, because the truth of the matter is you're negotiating with confidence. And so this is why confidence is really important. We're going to talk more about it through the week. When you have the card of confidence, you start to gain the card of respect. Now you might say to me, John, what does confidence and respect have to do with it? Well, when someone's confident, okay, it causes a certain type of energy in the room. And that energy causes people to gravitate towards you. We're going to learn a lot more about this through the week. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's been a privilege, a pleasure, and an honor to be with you this amazing Saturday evening. I hope you'll like, love, and support the channel. Definitely comment below, tag your friends, colleagues, and associates. Share this out with everyone you know on social media. And then be sure to go to my YouTube channel, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. And look for the key phrase to help keep our content free. Click on that PayPal link and make the choice, ladies and gentlemen, to buy my team and I a cup of coffee, a refreshing, cool beverage, or perhaps a savory tasting dessert. Either way, we're going to be grateful for those pennies and dollars. We'll invest them into new hardware, new technology, new equipment, new software, even new facilities to give you the most jaw-dropping, motivational content. I thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to helping you become more confident this week. Have a great night, everyone.